everybody, and welcome back to another Cracking Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back with another Throne of Eldraine Pre Release kit. I have a whole pile of these kicking around still. My LGS ended up with like a whole pile of them after the tournament was over on pre-release weekend, and I just snapped them all up. I was like, you know what? I'll just grab them because pre-release kits are always fun, right? So that's our sweet little whatchamacallit right there. Ooh, who wants a code? I gave away a whole pile of these. All right, who's ready? There is the first half, or the first 2/3 of the code. Stay tuned, and I will reveal the other third. That's right. Take that. You can't just snag it. It's good for 6 packs of Throne of Eldraine, I believe, on Arena. There's our sweet green die. You know, still don't have that white die from Throne of Eldraine, surprisingly. 6 packs, promo card. Let's get in. We're going to do like a little bit of a build like we do most of the time with these ones. We'll do like a little just a quick assessment of the colors and stuff and see what we have that looks good or doesn't look so good. We can throw that off to the side a little bit more. You guys can still see it a little bit? Yeah, good. Okay. What do we got here? First uncommon is a Sorcerer's Broom. Second uncommon is an Order of Midnight. Not a bad little... We have some pretty nice white-black knights here. We've got Ardenvale Tactician, Order of Midnight, Venerable Knight. All very good for black-white knights. And our first rare is a Wishclaw Talisman, which... not really amazing and limited, but there are things you can do with it. Provided you get the right stuff. Okay, another Knight in white. Curious Pair, good. Lost Legion, another Knight in black. Another Knight in white. Claim the Firstborn as our first uncommon here. Not a bad little red card. Shine Chaser is a very good card if you have the right deck for it. This card can just like run away with games, especially if you like enchant it with like all that glitters, because it basically becomes like a 3/3 with like Flying Vigilance. Pretty nice. Ferocity of the Wilds. This card seems mediocre. I tried it in a few sealeds and a few drafts, and it just didn't do any work. And our rare, did I miss an uncommon? No, because our rare is Brazen Borrower, which is like a really nice rare to hit in a kit like this. Also, just very good and limited as well. So I mean, like that pushes us a little bit towards like trying to figure out if blue is playable for sure, right? We'll have to see how things turn out here. So far I haven't seen a lot of blue that really made me want to lean toward it. We have 2 Didn't Say Pleases, which are both very good. Goblin Knight, Garen Brig Carver, another Giant Skewer, Eye Collector, Scalding Cauldron, Brimstone Trebuchet. We have some pretty nice Knight/Knight payoff things in red, black, white. So it's possible that that's where we end up. We got Drown in the Lock, very good uncommon in limited. And in Constructed. They're playing this in Constructed as well. Clockwork Servant. Trail of Crumbs. This card is bonkers in limited. This card is very good in limited. Actually sees play in like the Jund Sacrifice decks as well in Standard. And our rare here, another mythic, Harmonious Archon. Well, that's an interesting one. So non-Archon creatures have base power and toughness 3/3, which is very good for knights, actually, because a lot of the knights are not 3/3s. They're like, you know, 1/2s or 3/1s or 2/1s, things like that. That they get bigger as you get more knights out, that kind of stuff. Or like a 2/5, right? Like the Ardent Knight, right? So that's not too shabby. And we got a foil Bone Crusher Giant in the story border art. Showcase border. My goodness. What is this kit? What is this kit? We're only 3 packs deep. We have 2 mythics and 4 rares. I mean, two. We have 4 rares, 2 of them being mythics, 1 of them being foil. In 4 packs, not even in 3 packs. Ridiculous. I don't even. What is going on with this? Charm Sleep. There you go. You got your tournament grounds. That's what you want to see. A second drown in the lock. Let me tell you, in limited, people would be expecting the first drown in the lock. Definitely wouldn't be expecting a second drown in the lock in limited. Cauldron's Gift. And our rare is Piper of the Swarm. Not a bad little black card. This card does a lot of work in limited because it makes rats, which are nice little chump blockers, or once you get 3 of them, you can just start taking things. And we got another foil here. We got a foil Queen of Ice. My goodness. I'm pretty sure that we're going to be leaning toward Mardu. Just since we have some fixing for it, and we have some really good rares in those colors. We'll have to see, but I think that's where we're probably going to end up. Unfortunately for the Brazen Borrower, we got a nice removal, Bacon to Pie, Revenge of Ravens, yes. Another Knight, we've got the Embereth Shieldbreaker, Righteousness, and we got Opportunistic Dragon, another on-color rare in Mardu, and another foil. A foil turn into a pumpkin. Alright. Last pack. And I don't know what our promo card is, but we'll check that out after this as well. We have 3 Queen of Ice, though. Queen of Ice is very strong in limited. Our green is definitely lackluster. Outmuscle, Mystic Sanctuary, Clockwork Servant, Sir Aelin, Lion's Claw, Mad Ratter, Acclaimed Contender, Human Knight, yes. Okay, that's our rare, too. Acclaimed Contender is our rare, and it is an on-color rare in Mardu, so there is that. What's our promo card? Because maybe if this is like blue or something, it might sway us. It's a Worthy Knight! Whenever you cast a Knight spell, create a 1/1 human creature. Okay, well, I guess we're in Mardu Knights. That's probably where we end up, right? Because, I mean, like, our blue is actually not that bad, right? Like, Queen of Ice, Queen of Ice, Queen of Ice, Charm Sleep, So Tiny, didn't say please. Witching Well, didn't say please, right? Like, and then, like, you've got 1 Merfolk Secret Keeper, which is fine, a turn into a pumpkin, which is fine. The Unexplained Visions, I'm not, like, super on board with. And, like, the Moonlit Scavengers is okay for top end. But, like, our blue is actually lacking flyers. We have a lot of good control in blue, but, like, no payoffs for the control. That's sort of the issue with blue. White, on the other hand, right? Like, Sir Aelin is fine. Fortifying Provisions is meh. Youthful Knight, good. Righteousness, not a big fan. Knight of the Keep is a fine filler card. Silverflame Squire is good. Fairy Guidemother is good. Beloved Princess is kind of filler as well. I don't know if I would run it. Like, it's a fine card. It's just not what we're looking for. Outflank is fine. Another filler card. Filler card, good. Good. This is very good in this format. Truelove's First Kiss is definitely main deckable. Our black is a little bit lackluster, I guess. We've got Reaper, which is good. Revenge, which is good. Bake into a Pie, which is good. Cauldron's Gift is like mediocre. Lost Legion is filler. Eye Collector, mediocre. Giant Skewer is okay if we need it. Malevolent Noble is good in the right deck. I don't know if this is the deck for that. Lost Legion also filler. Order of Midnight, very good. Another Malevolent and another Giant Skewer. So, like, the black might be the splash, which is actually fine because it looks like our rares are more in the white-red anyway. So let's just see. We've got Mad Ratter, which I don't think is going to... This is not the deck for that. Redcap Raiders is fine, but it's not really what we're looking for. Ogre Errant, absolutely. Embereth Shieldbreaker, absolutely. Crystal Slipper is, like, on the fence-ish. Searing Barrage, yes. Barge In, yes. Brimstone Trebuchet, yes. Weaselback, Redcap, yes. Ferocity of the Wilds, no. Claim the Firstborn, fine. Another Barge In we'll take, for sure. Rimrock Knight, yes. So yeah, like, it looks like red-white splashing black is probably where we're going to end up. Because our green, like, Outmuscle and Tune and Veil, Treefolk are good. Fell the Pheasant is fine. Mara Leaf is fine. A second Fell is not great. Trail is good. Garen Brigg Carver is good. Garen Brigg Squire is mediocre. Curious Pair is fine. Halbard is meh. Yeah. So, like, our green is super lackluster. I don't think I would be playing any of that green, to be honest. And then, let's see. Do we have any fixing in here? We have... Oh, Scalding Cauldron is not a bad include. The Clockwork Servants are okay for draw purposes. But like, because we're playing 3 color, they're not ideal because you have to spend 3 mana of the same color to get the draw mechanic for a 2/3. It's kind of like, it's really good value if you can spend 3 of the same color, but if you have to end up spending 1 color different, getting a 2/3 for 3 just feels bad. This is a 3/3 for 3 if you spend 3, so it's not like not great. Drawbridge is like meh. The Signpost Scarecrow might come in just to help us fix. You pay 2 to make 1, but at least it fixes your color, is kind of the idea. It's not ideal fixing, but it is fixing if we need it. The black might even just, like, not happen, right? Like, we might not need the black. Because, I mean, like, Piper is really the only black rare. We're not playing the Talisman. In black, we're looking at splashing, like, Order of Midnight, Reaper, Revenge of Ravens, Bake into a Pie. Like, these are the 4 that I would say are, like, the main black cards that we want to play out of the black pile we have. Like, the Lost Legions are okay just because they're knights, so that works well, but, like, they're not, like, necessarily what we want, and the Giant Skewer is not a bad little piece of equipment, because it gives +2/+1, which can be useful. But in the red, we just have some really good, like, aggro-y nonsense. Yeah. Like, Rimrock Knight plus 2 barge in, plus the Weaselback Redcap and the Claim the Firstborn. Searing Barrage is really good. Embereth's Shieldbreaker is good in this format because there's so many artifacts and things. And then the white, like, we have a decent number of creatures, right? Like 3-drop, 1-drop, 1-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop, 5-drop, 3-drop, 3-drop, right? And then, of course, we've got the 3-drop Acclaimed Contender and the 2-drop Worthy Knight, which give us more things when they get played. So, like, Contender's, like, not a crazy amazing for us. It lets us reveal a knight or a equipment or legendary artifact. In this case, the only equipment that we're going to reveal is maybe a Giant Skewer. We don't have any legendary things. Yeah, because the Archon's not legendary. But, like, we have the Bone Crusher Giant, the Opportunistic Dragon, the Harmonious Archon. Like, I don't know how we cannot play red-white with this pool, especially since we have a huge knight base with a bunch of bombs to play on top of them. So we would go red-white, splashing black, probably. And like, the Bake into a Pie is maybe not a splash just because it's double black, and we don't really have the fixing for double black. And since we're not really splashing a lot of other black that needs double black, I guess the Reaper needs double black as well, but, like, yeah. I think if we had some of, like, the Smitten Swordmasters in black, we would be more inclined to go black with the Black Knights, but we don't have as many, so that's fine. Anyway, that's probably where we end up. I'm not going to do the full build, but that's about where we would end up. So I hope you all enjoyed this little pack or sealed box opening. Oh, wait, we forgot. There's the end of the code. If you missed the first part of the code, you'll have to go find it. It's in the video somewhere. But there it is. There's the last 3 characters you need for that code. It's worth 6 packs of Throne of Eldraine. So enjoy that. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I have been your host, MrBevers. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.